Good morning friends, I welcome you once again to the AFOSOP video tutorial series. Today what I'm going to cover is SSB Interview Decoded. We will start a new series and I'm going to give you some certain information about the SSB interview that will help you in your preparation. I'm sure many of these information would not have been communicated to you by the agencies who are involved in SSB coaching. And today what we are going to do first is the significance of the first 4 tasks of the GTO test series. And I'm sure all of you understand this is the entire SSB interview procedure, and these are the 9 GTO tasks, and these GTO tasks are conducted in over a period of 2 days. It's called GTO 1 day and GTO 2 days. Now on the GTO first day, these are the tests conducted and in the same sequence. It is group discussion, group planning exercise, progressive group task, group obstacle race, half group task and lecture 8. And once you finish with this, on the GTO 2 day, these are the balance tasks, that is individual obstacle, command task and final group task. And in case you have seen the GTO outdoor task, understanding GTO outdoor task, you would have realized over these tasks what the GTO is looking for is the kind of role that you play for yourself. For example, if the group of 10 people, which your GTO group, if it was a train, the train moves because of the engine. So what the GTO is interested is, are you playing an engine role in the GTO series? And secondly, with what consistency or the frequency with which you are playing this role. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि sometimes you play engine and most of the time you play dabba. Trust me, SSB is not looking for dabbas. They are looking for engine, and also SSB is not looking for engines who are not engines but making sound of engines, and actually they are dabbas. So we have our procedures to do that. And last May we look for group effectiveness, that is how much effective are you in a group. Now this is fine, this you can understand from that video, understanding GTO outdoor tasks. Now what I'm going to tell you is something more significant than probably that, and that is the significance of these first 4 tasks in the GTO series, that is group discussion, group planning exercise, progressive group task and group obstacle race. Now listen to carefully what I'm going to say. As a candidate, if you do not perform in any 3 of these tasks, that is group discussion, group planning exercise, progressive group task and group obstacle, if you are not able to perform in a acceptable manner in the first out of the first 4 tasks in any 3, you will not be cleared by the GTO in this SSB. Now let me repeat it. ये जो पहले 4 टास्क है, दैट इज ग्रुप डिस्कशन, ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज, प्रोग्रेसिव ग्रुप टास्क और ग्रुप ऑब्स्टिकल रेस, इन 4 में से अगर आप किसी भी 3 में इंजन का रोल परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाते हो और जीटीओ के रडार में एज एन इंजन नहीं आते हो, योर जॉब इज ओवर. यू विल नॉट बी क्लियर्ड बाय द जीटीओ एटलीस्ट इन दिस एसएसबी, है ना. सब्सिक्वेंटली अगर आप बाद में कितना भी अच्छा करो, द जीटीओ विल नॉट रेकमेंड यू. ही मे पुट यू एट ए सूटेबल लेवल. यू मे कम फॉर कॉन्फ्रेंस में, डिस्कशन में आ सकते हो बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट द अदर एसएसएस assess you, but the GTO will not clear if out of these 4 tasks you don't play the role of engine in any 3. If you understood this, let us see it in a little more detail. Now in case if you want to play an engine role in group discussion, you have to understand that in the SSB there are 2 discussions. In the SSB interview, in the group discussion there are 2 discussions. One is called the group discussion 1, which involves national and international affairs, and the second discussion is on social issues. Now in the group discussion 1, you're given a choice, and invariably the topics are related to current affairs, and if you are not updating yourself with the current affairs, आप इस टास्क में परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाओगे. आप कुछ भी बोलते रह जाओगे. Gentlemen, GTO sir has given very good topic for discussion, let's have a good discussion, you start करते रह जाओगे, but you will not be able to contribute, है ना. For you to contribute you must be aware. अदरवाइज कोचिंग सेंटर वाले सर बोल देते हैं कि हर 3 मिनट में आपकी आवाज़ आनी चाहिए, आई एग्री विथ यू, ही हैज़ नॉट स्पोकन. ये सब बोलने से आप इस ग्रुप डिस्कशन में योगदान नहीं कर रहे हो. दैट इज यू आर नॉट एबल टू कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट. यू आर जस्ट पार्टिसिपेटिंग एट ए physical level, but at an intellectual level you are not able to contribute because there is no substance inside. And group discussion 2, there is no option, and these are related to social issues. Just to mention couple of social issues: youth and politics, Indian education system, female feticide, power and politics, surrogacy. Like, the list is long. Now these are not by all and end all. The list is long. Social issues are those issues which are concerned with our society. सामाजिक विषय जो कि बार बार बहुत frequency से बदली नहीं होते, but you have to be aware of that. So if you are not aware of that, you will not be able to perform in group discussion 1 and 2. Now just to give you an example, what does this mean? This means is, for example, if this is a tank, it's a 200-liter tank, and there is a tap at the bottom. If I ask you how much of water should be there in the tank so that it comes out of the tap, so many of you will say, sir, at least at the level of the tap. थोड़ा सा उस लेवल तक तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. Yes, definitely you're right. इस लेवल तक चाहिए. अगर इतना होगा, you don't have to worry, something will come out of the tap. Now the problem is, when you go to the SSB, this tap is at not this level. It is at a slightly higher level. Now if I again ask you, अब इस टैप से पानी आना है तो कितना कंटेंट होना चाहिए टैंक के अंदर, एंड वेरी वेरी लॉजिकली यू विल से कि सर कम से कम इतना तो होना चाहिए टैप के बराबर. एब्सोल्युटली यू आर राइट, इतना तो होना चाहिए. व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट मीन्स दैट बिफोर यू गो फॉर द एसएसबी यू मस्ट सी द कंटेंट दैट यू आर कैरिंग इनसाइड योर टैंक, बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट कैरी द कंटेंट इट विल नॉट कम आउट. नाउ द कोचिंग मॉडल इज कि कोचिंग मॉडल में क्या होता है, टैंक भरने की जगह आपको कुछ गुंडियां बताए थे कि ऐसे करो वैसे करो, डूज एंड डोंट्स, एंड दे विल गिव यू सम सफलता की कुंजी, उसको आप रट लो. एंड व्हाट डू दे एश्योर कि वी आर नंबर 1 इन डूइंग दिस. व्हाट डू दे डू? वो यहाँ से 1 लीटर डालेंगे और बोलेंगे हम पूरा 1 लीटर यहाँ पे 14 दिन में निकाल के दे देंगे. नाउ दिस मॉडल डज नॉट वर्क. व्हाट डू दे एसेंशियली डू? दे वेल्ड ए पाइप हियर. इनपुट से आउटपुट पे एक पाइप वेल्ड कर देंगे. इससे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस तो एकदम बूस्ट हो जाता है. बट द फैक्ट इज दिस डज नॉट फिल योर टैंक. इट गिव्स यू आर्टिफिशियल कॉन्फिडेंस कि मुझे हाँ समझ में आ गया, प्रोसीजर समझ में आ गया. आई विल से व्हाट डू दे टेल यू कि जैसे ही होता है फर्स्ट बोलना इनिशिएटिव होता है. फर्स्ट बोलना इज नॉट इनिशिएटिव. आपने फर्स्ट बोल के उसके थ्रू क्या कन्वे किया. एंड व्हाट डू मेनी पीपल से? दे विल रिपीट व्हाट द जीटीओ हैज गिवन द टॉपिक, है ना. दे विल से जेंटलमैन द जीटीओ सर हैज गिवन वेरी गुड टॉपिक, शुड आर्म फोर्सेस बी दिस, लेट्स हैव अ वेरी गुड डिस्कशन, यू स्टार्ट. व्हाट हैव यू डन? You have not contributed. You have just repeated what the GTO say, and then बीच में बोलते हो I agree with you, I agree with you. Why? Because the tank is empty. This is no group discussion. So you will have to work both on the content and on your communication skill. Now there is a OLQ. In fact, factor 1 का वो 4th OLQ है. It is called power of expression. Let's see the definition of power of expression. Power of expression, the definition is the ability to put across one's ideas adequately with ease and clarity. ना भाषा एक माध्यम है अपने विचारों को व्यक्त करने के लिए. तो अगर विचार ही नहीं है तो भाषा के माध्यम से आप व्यक्त क्या करोगे? I agree with you, I agree with you. Gentleman, GTO has given good topic is not your विचार. It is garbage, है ना. ये टैप जो लगा हुआ है, this tap is the language, and ये जो टंकी के अंदर जो पानी भरा हुआ, दिस इज द आइडिया, दिस इज द कंटेंट. अगर टंकी में आइडिया ही नहीं है तो कितना भी अच्छा टैप लगा दो उसके अंदर से निकलेगा कुछ नहीं. मैं भाषा नहीं देख रहा, मैं भाषा के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट किए भाव को देख रहा हूँ. एंड यू डोंट वर्क ऑन दैट बिकॉज दैट इन्वॉल्व्स लॉट ऑफ इंटरनल वर्क ऑन योरसेल्फ. सो you have to check both the content of the tank, both in terms of quality and in terms of quantity. Quantity तो भर दिया लेकिन कचरा भर दिया. So when the tap is open, कचरा will come out. So you have to be very very careful about both the idea or the content and the language. And just in case some people have good English control, language control on English, now they feel that I can manipulate people with. No, English is only the tap. What you communicate through that language is more important. And some people are there who have got good idea but the tap is very bad, उससे बाहर ही नहीं निकलता. So you will have to work both on the language and the content. Now just in case we want to do it, I'll give you some couple of ideas to do it very very fast in case we don't have the habit of reading newspaper or something. There is a site called www.ndtv.com. When you go there, there's another link called videos. So click on that. Then there are a large number of links. One of them is shows. Click on shows. you will get A, B, C, D, Z tak ke liye get. Go to T and W. So when you these are debate channels. So when you go to T, you will find couple of links. The buck stops here. The verdict, the big fight. This is by Barkhadar. We the people. These are some of the debate channels. There are actually so many other sites also useful. So I will give you some of the references. But I found it very, very useful, and I share these videos with my students also who come here for personality development, leadership training. So once you go to this, you will find it has got a large data bank of debates on various issues concerning national and international affairs the data bank is so huge that it contains almost 7-8 years of debates. All that you have to do is take relevant topic from the present and go towards the past and listen to them. I'll just give you the advantage of listening to these videos. First of all, the speakers in these videos are reputed people from this respective topic. For example, if you take Armed Forces Special Power Act, the discussion panel consists of DG military operations, Chief Minister of J&K, some ex-terrorists who are surrendered and is a minister now, MLA or something, some terrorists who have surrendered and are into public service now, or people who have got killed in cross encounter, their relatives, Manorma case mein unka brother, or BSF ka boss, Human Rights Commission ke boss, and all those people. So when people from this background speak on a common topic, what you get is multiple perspective of the same thing, which you cannot get by reading newspaper if you're not habitual. And secondly, visual impact is always there. All you have to do is make notes about it, and then since you've got multiple inputs, you must have one quality in you, that is to be able to deduct some meaning out of this multiple input. That is Vishleshan Karne Ki Shakti, and then come out with your own individual opinion about that topic. This way you can, if every day you invest 2-3 hours, you can actually upgrade your current affairs to such a degree that when you go there, you're quite comfortable both in terms of the content and if you can work on your language, both communication or the language skills. This will help you. Another place that you can go is www.unacademy.com. I'm sure you know it. It's run by ex-IAS officer Roman Sahni, who was a doctor who left that, who became an IAS officer after 2 years, quit that to become an e-tutor. A big bold decision by him. Now you go to this site, and then he has given a video, and that video tells you how to read a newspaper in less than 90 minutes. So instead of reading the newspaper from first page to last page, you should know what to extract. There is no point reading the entire newspaper because that doesn't make sense. So you must know what is relevant to SSB, and if it is that, how to read it in as much as in 1.5 or 2 hours. You must be able to extract information rather than wasting the whole day. So I'll suggest all of you to watch this video from unacademy.com. There is another site, www.brunal.com. Now this is again by an ex-IAS aspirant who could not make it, unfortunately, but because of his efforts, many have cleared the civil service examination. Now what I want to take from that site is he has got prepared ready-made notes. Now these notes are those SSB coaching walo sar ki safalta ki kunji type notes. They're very detailed, elaborate and exhaustive. Now one thing I like to say is the requirement of current affairs in the SSB is not as much as in the civil services, but no harm preparing. So these notes are ready-made. All you have to do is go there, download them, and go through them and build up your own concepts, own analysis of various events that are happening in and all around you. It will help you tremendously. And another site where you can go is www.gkdunia.com. This will give you a lot of facts and figures about the world, and you can, especially you can go to things related to India. That will be of help to you in terms of building your content. So I will like to re-emphasize कि अगर आप युद्ध में जा रहे हो तो अपना ammunition को लेके जाओ, और there is no harm carrying surplus ammunition rather than going empty and then वहाँ जाके आपका चार्ली कट जाए. कोचिंग वाले सर बोलते हैं कि नहीं ऐसे बोल दो, हर 3 मिनट में आपकी आवाज़ आनी चाहिए ग्रुप डिस्कशन में. आपकी आवाज़ हर 3 मिनट में आने से काम नहीं चलेगा. आप उस आवाज़ के थ्रू क्या कन्वे कर रहे हो, that's more important. Now, in case if you want to do good in group planning exercise, I will suggest you to go to the YouTube and type AFOSOP and watch this video, GP Decoded, and I'm sure it will give you a lot of clarity as to what is this GP. सब लोग कोचिंग वाले सर बोलते हैं फर्स्ट बोल दो, रिसोर्स कर दो, ये कर दो, टास्क को कर दो, प्रायोरिटी कर दो और लास्ट में ग्रुप सॉल्यूशन देने की कोशिश करना. नाउ दिस इज ऑल बुलशिट. अगर हर आदमी ग्रुप सॉल्यूशन देगा तो फिर तो ग्रुप सॉल्यूशन का ही झगड़ा हो जाएगा. ग्रुप सॉल्यूशन देना इज ए फाइनल थिंग, है ना. इसमें व्हाट मैटर्स इस ग्रुप डिस्कशन में आपका योगदान कितना है. आई एग्री विथ यू, ही हैज नॉट स्पोकन इज नॉट योगदान. So I will suggest you to watch this video and wait for GP Decoded part 2, and I'm sure I'll clarify more things in that very soon based on your response. If you find these videos are useful, do post your comment and then I'll post more of these parts. Now in case you want to do well in the progressive group task or all outdoor tasks, I'll suggest you to watch Understanding GTO Outdoor Task Part 1 series, and very soon I'm going to upload part 2 and part 3, where you will actually know what they are looking for and what are you doing. So do that. Now group obstacle race. Now group obstacle race, you will realize it's more of a physical task where what is done is you have a set of 6 obstacles. Each obstacles have got 4 channels where 4 teams can participate at one time. So for example, these are the 4 teams, and so you have 1 obstacle, 2 obstacle, 3 obstacle, 6. You have to carry a load which is called a snake. In this detail I'll post it in the subsequent video on group obstacle race, and what kind of a things you have to be careful about while doing this task, or how do you prepare for yourself in this. You don't really need to go through all these tasks physically, because जब होटल ताज में आग लगा था, nobody had physical training to come out of the window, but most of them came out because that's the survival instinct. So even if you don't go through a coaching on actual obstacles, if you have reasonable amount of physical fitness, you would be able to sail through it. What you have to do is, जैसे आपका टास्क को स्टार्ट करेंगे, you have to cross one after the other and reach the finish line first. That's a simple task जहाँ पर दिमाग का application ज़्यादा physical application है. Now इस टास्क को करना है तो as per the call-up letter issued by the selection centers, what they have given is, if you are jogging for 5 kilometers or doing speed walk, it helps you. 400 meter sprints for building stamina, 30 push-up, 30 bench press, 20 pull-ups. If you play some games and if you can manage your weight, you would have no problem in going through this DOR. So let me once again say, out of these 4 tasks, group obstacle race, majority of the people are able to clear it because it's a physical task. Unless you have some physical problem or some behavioral problem, there is no problem. I said some behavioral problem. We'll explain it during the GOR series that I'm going to make. So the balance 3 tasks are group discussion, group planning exercise, and progressive group task. Now in case of group discussion and group planning exercise, it is purely based on your knowledge and the problem solving ability in the GP case, and your ability to communicate. So if you're weak in your communication skills, if your English language skills are weak, आप ग्रुप डिस्कशन और ग्रुप प्लानिंग में अच्छा नहीं कर पाओगे. एंड ऊपर से अगर आपके पास कंटेंट भी नहीं है, टैंक खाली है, फिर तो करेला ऊपर से नीम चढ़ा. सो प्लीज वर्क ऑन दैट, बोथ ऑन योर कंटेंट and on your language skills. Now progressive group task is a practical task where not only you have to communicate but also create idea. अगर आइडिया ही नहीं है तो आप बोलते रह जाओगे, जेंटलमैन है ना, टाइम इज रन, लेट्स कॉपरेट बोलने से नहीं होता. फट्टा लेके पहले अंदर कूद जाना इज नॉट इनिशिएटिव. फट्टा लेके अंदर कूद तो गए, अंदर करना क्या पता नहीं है. सो फट्टा लेके अंदर कूदना का जो ट्रेनिंग होता है कि अंदर घुस जाओ, किसी को अंदर आने मत दो, दिस इज नो लीडरशिप. सो आई विल बी पोस्टिंग अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दिस इशू. I hope this video has been useful to you in terms of understanding. I'm sure that I will like to know, all those people who have gone through various coaching, were you aware of this part that GP के first 4 टास्क में से अगर किसी भी 3 में आप GTO के रेडार में इंजन बन के नहीं आए, आपका इस GTO सीरीज में क्लियर नहीं करेगा. Was this information available to or not? I'll request you to kindly post your feedback on this. फीडबैक आप उसी YouTube के कमेंट बॉक्स में पोस्ट कर सकते हो. एंड ऑल्सो लाइक टू टेल यू कि क्या जब आप ISO सर्टिफाइड कोचिंग सेंटर्स में जाते हैं, डू दे टेल यू दिस फैक्ट? इफ नॉट, आई थिंक इट इज टाइम टू क्वेश्चन व्हाई आर दे नॉट टेलिंग यू दिस, और क्यों ये ऊपर से आई एग्री विथ यू सिखाते हैं. यू मस्ट गिव ए ऑनेस्ट फीडबैक अबाउट दिस. डू शेयर दिस वीडियो इफ यू लाइक इट, एंड प्लीज पोस्ट योर कमेंट because that encourages me to make more videos. If you want to know more about the AFOSOP classes, I will request you to kindly call on this number 8275577650 और इसी पे आप WhatsApp भी कर सकते हैं. WhatsApp करने से I can respond to you much more faster. And in case you want to send me an email, you can send me at afosop@gmail.com. WhatsApp would be the preferred mode of communication because it's very easy to share information. Thank you for watching this, and I hope it was useful. Thank you very much.